Hey guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and today we're reviewing one of my favorite cars, the BMW M4. And it's not only any M4, it's a convertible. Glenn, what are you doing reviewing convertibles in February? Well, it happens to be 55 degrees here in New Jersey on this February day. It was sunny. I called DCH, I talked to Kareem. I said, I need to do some convertibles. So they just got this car in. It's an M4 convertible in my favorite color, which is Yas Marina Blue. I love this color. It is stunning when the sun is on it. And this car you could buy for under $39,000, which is pretty amazing. I think these M4s are going to have a real strong following. They got fantastic performance. They look out of this world, and the best thing about this car, besides the color, it has small grills. You don't have to worry about those giant ugly grills, and you got this terrific looking car. And this car has some really great features that we're going to talk about, and then we're going to take it for a drive. So one of the great features that this car has, and I just experienced driving here, are these neck warmers. Just like a heated seat, it takes a little time to warm up, but it blows blasting hot air. I don't care if it's 20 degrees, you can probably drive with the top down. Back seat's a little small. That's my driving position. I'm 6 feet tall, so you could probably fit somebody behind me if they have small feet. This seat is all the way back. I don't know why, but hardtop convertible, which we'll demonstrate in a minute. And good looking car. It's not a competition. It's got the bigger wheels. I love these wheels, actually. The comp came later. This is a 2015, so the first year. You got the carbon fiber spoiler here on the trunk. Special thanks to Kareem, who took over for Tim at DCH Montclair Acura in Verona, New Jersey. You got your M4 badge here with your M colors. That's a real M badge. So with the top down or up, I guess it doesn't matter. You don't have much storage here. So I would buy one of these cars, and I'd probably even buy this one because it was Yas Marina Blue if I could fit my hockey bag back there. So I think there's a way with the top up where you can lift this up and get some more trunk room, but it's still not going to fit a hockey bag, which is this big, unfortunately, or I would probably own this car, and this video would never make it to YouTube. It's got the M Performance exhaust, it looks like to me, very loud, and we'll see how that S55 engine sounds. Now this is a dual clutch, 7-speed dual clutch, but you got some nice carbon fiber here. Let's take a look under the hood. Now, this is when they went to turbocharge, right? So before this was the E92, the convertible was the E93. What I had was the sedan V8, which was the E90. Actually, you have to do the latch twice, just like my M2 had. So you do it twice because there's no secondary latch. That pops it open. And you can see the S55 in all its glory. Turbocharged motor. 425 horsepower, 406 foot-pounds of torque. I believe competition packages got it close to about 450 horsepower. You have your battery in the back, but you have the leads for the battery here, so when you plug it in on a tender, I always like this carbon fiber kind of strut unit here. Beautiful, and again, beautiful Yas Marina Blue. Like this roundel, beautiful. Great looking car. The center hump for the engine, just like my E90 M3 had. So what we'll do is we'll start it up, give you a little tour of the inside. I guess just for purposes of wind noise, I'll put the top up. It's not gonna do too well if we put the top, have the top down. Though I drove to this spot with the top down. So we're gonna start her up. Start button is here on the side. Now you hear that exhaust, that M Performance exhaust. Now we're just real easy. You see, this is the neck scarf. It's 3 stages like heated seat. I can feel it now, and it's actually burning up my neck. So I'm gonna shut it off, and we're gonna put the top up. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. It's coming, I see it in the rearview mirror. 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, but who's in a hurry? 10, 1,000, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. About 16 seconds, maybe 17 seconds, you'll get a message here that it's complete. Now this is the old BMW, very easy to use. This iDrive, you can go through everything here. What I like is the sports displays will give you your real-time horsepower and torque, which is usually over what the car is telling you here, because, you know, BMW, just like all German manufacturers, are probably a little conservative on the horsepower it really makes. So you got the vents here, you got your still hot and cold switch here, which I'll kind of put in the middle, your unlock doors, your hazard lights. So all your hard buttons here for your stereos, your presets. It looks like it still has a CD here. And then you can do, you know, climate control. It's dual on both sides. You can set it that it'll do both sides at the same. time. You got heated seats, not cooled seats in these cars. I don't think cooled seats were available. And then you could do like your shift times here. You can do is sporty as you want, is how quick the shift times are with the dual clutch transmission against a 7-speed. We'll test its efficiency around town and if it has any jerkiness around town. Then you can go all the sport buttons. So you usually do in comfort mode. You have sport plus for the shocks. So for the sake of this video, so we don't bounce too much, I'm going to do it in comfort mode. But then what I'm going to do is for the steering, I'm going to put that in sport mode. And then we have our other performance buttons we'll keep in sport. You have your camera controls here. So this actually has the 360 camera option, which we can see right here. So that is showing us kind of the sides on both sides here. What we can do is if we throw this in reverse, we now get a good reverse camera and it shows exactly where we would be when we back up. We could drive in automatic mode or dual clutch mode. We'll do both here. And you got really good shift paddles here, nice quality. Most shift paddles are smaller than this from competitors and they feel cheap. This actually feels real nice. This is a rear drive car. So the new ones, the competitions, you can get an all-wheel drive or you can get a stick shift, which is rear drive. Not these. These you could get dual clutch or 7-speed, dual clutch or a 6-speed manual, and it only is rear drive. So it does have a little problem, let's say, putting the power down. Nice, I think they call this a silver interior. Say the name in the comments if you know exactly. The name escapes me. All right, so I think we've done enough here. We can go for a drive. Now, it can be a little jerky at parking lot speeds, just like every dual clutch. I've driven, and we're driving in sport mode too. So I think the way we can mitigate that is drive that in comfort mode. Then we have a little less sense throttle. Yeah, so we were in sport plus for that. So what we'll do is we'll put that in sport. All right, now I had the heat blasting because we had the top down, but it is 50-something degrees here. So if you're in Florida and Arizona, you think let's accelerate. Now that's that exhaust. That exhaust is pretty loud. Hard to make. It actually sounds really good. It sounds meaty. I know it's hard to make a turbocharged motor sound well. So the S55 isn't the best sounding M engine. I'll take an E92 with its 4-liter, 8,000 plus RPM V8 any day. But this has got the performance. If you drive the old M3s like I had two E46 M3s, one E90 M3. They're very slow compared to this car. They're very slow compared to my M2. All right, so we'll drive it in auto mode here. Then we're going to get to some really cool turns. Well, I'll put it over in manual while I have to do the gears itself. So far, the ride is pretty good. It's a little stiffer. It's very similar to my M340iX drive, to be honest with you. Maybe slightly stiffer than that. I love the hood scoop. I love that on my E90, seeing that hood scoop when I was driving. I know that's not for everybody, but I love it. Love this color. Now, this is the time, I could go red on red in New Jersey. This is the time to buy a convertible. In February, when you get a nice day like this, I bet you this car is $5,000 or $10,000 more if you waited to May. So buy the car now, and then you'll be ready to go when you get some nice days in March. All right, so now we're gonna put it to the left here, I believe, and that gives us manual mode. So when you put it down and it shows you the number instead of D for drive, now I have to shift the gears myself. There's a slight delay when you do downshifts. I think that's on purpose, to be honest, and it does very, very quick upshift. So we're gonna get to some twisty roads here. There'll be a little spot where we can do some acceleration. All right, so what I'm gonna do, you got some burble on the exhaust here. So I hit that, and then it went into second. Now this car has a lot of power, especially when you're at lower RPMs because it's turbocharged, and especially lower gear. So I'm gonna go up to third now for a second. Now you're gonna watch me shift to second. I'm at 35 miles an hour. Let's see how quickly it does it. There we go. So it took about a second. It rev matched the throttle, and now we're free to accelerate. You get the shift lights. And very composed, brakes work fantastic. That's what you want. Power is nothing without control, right? The old saying. So you have a very good chassis. It hides its weight really well being a convertible. You got to kind of feed the power. You don't stomp it because the car could have a little bit of oversteer. I don't think you're going to get that much I don't think you're getting hardly any oversteer on the convertible, but it could get away from you if you're a novice driver, especially if it was wet out there. Now we're still in manual mode where I have to shift the gears. And the paddles, as you can see, are attached to the steering wheel. Gas mileage is probably not going to be great, but they're more efficient than they were. So my E90 M3, I remember the original window sticker said 14 city, 20 highway, and I averaged about 17. And to be honest, I did mainly highway driving, but I did rev the car out. So I would think, I wouldn't be surprised. If you own one of these, let me know the mileage in the comments. I wouldn't be surprised if you can get average 20 miles to the gallon with this, even driving it aggressively. All right, so we got the top down. We'll do a little acceleration here. Wow. Dual clutch is really good. 7-speed. You go up and down through the gears. A little delay on downshifts, but very quick upshifts. Hides its weight very, very well. Remember, guys, if you like these kind of videos and you like BMW M cars, hit the like button, remember subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I do at least one video a week every Monday. Sometime I'll do more depending on the weather. The hard part really is just the salt and the light. I don't want to put up a bad video. So usually I do 2 to 3 videos a week. Sometime in the winter I only do 1, but I'll supplement that with shorts. So make sure to look for my videos in the shorts. This is a full review, which probably will debut on a Monday. Always comment on every video. That helps me the most. If you're liking the video, there be a comment as well. All right. So now the car does really well. A little bit of jerkiness around town when we were in first gear, going through those lights or making turns, coming up in traffic. You can definitely notice it's not going to be as smooth. One of the reasons they went, like in the new M5 or the new M3 competition, with that torque converter automatic, is now the automatics can upshift just as fast as the dual clutch, so you don't need the delays on the downshift or the jerkiness around town, with a torque converter automatic on the new M5, new M3 competition can straighten that out. But that being said, I still love this car and I would definitely buy it. So check out DCH Acura in Verona, New Jersey. They have new and used Acuras. I got our new RDX, our family car from them. They have all kinds of great sports cars. I'll call them Glenn cars, BMW M cars, Porsche 911s, and everything in between, and exotic cars as well. Check out their website and just tell them you saw Glenn's video. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.